people will spend $2,000 on a car payment to have a nice truck. They'll spend $4,000 on their mortgage, $10,000 of their mortgage. They'll buy, a second vehicle. They'll do this. But like the second somebody says they're spending like a couple grand a month on their body, you're like, oh, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why don't you let the insurance take care of it? Well, like the insurance doesn't really want to take care of it.
Yeah, and they don't do any
And they don't
well
do
for
anything.
you.
They
Yeah.
just give you drugs to do it. And like, so just holding yourself accountable, doing this stuff, and really just seeing it through. And I'm like right now. So I was at 212. I'm at 206 right now. So this is what is it? The 24th.
24th. Yep.
So in the last like 7 or 8 days, I've lost like 6 pounds, and my goal is 185, which is like a little lofty, I think, but I think it's like basically when I talked to the doctors, they were like, with like your current muscle, your current fat, your current this, like 190, 185, 190 is like where you should be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, well, I think like that should be the goal then. Let's fucking see what I can do.
Yeah.
So we'll come back in a couple months, see what I've done.
She ran at 185.
So what did it tell you? Did you have any breaks in those genes?
Yeah, so I had that report. So I did it at the 10X Growth Conference. I did the swab there.
Okay.
And you put in like the little tube and they send it to the lab, and then you get the reports back in the mail. You got the reports back, and then you can order the supplements that you need that puts back whatever in your body that is missing. So that's, I have to reorder. I haven't reordered it more than once. But I have to get back on that because, once you get to a certain point and, a lot of people just work. They don't really pay too much attention to their body, but that's kind of like the most important thing. You want to be healthy and you want to live a long life.
Dude, it starts, and I had a conversation today with an employee that, is having some issues at work. And, basically I was like life coaching, saying like, let's get down to the root cause of, what's going on here. And that piece, that physical piece of like treating your body well, eating, not being a drunk, not like abusing food. Like it's a fuel for your body. It's not like a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
And then going to the gym and getting your cardio, doing all that stuff. Like it's a grind. It's like a dedication to do. But if you do that, it will bleed. That success will bleed into every other part of your life. Like you'll start doing better at work. If you're going to school, you'll start doing better at school. Like there's no doubt, there's no science that needs to tell me that if I stop drinking on Saturdays and stop drinking casually beers at dinner, that I'm not going to lose some weight. I'm like, that's impossible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I just have to hold myself accountable and just say, you can't fucking do that. Like you just can't do that. And I told him, I was like, sometimes I literally am at the gym, I'm on the treadmill running, and I hate running, but it's like the fastest way to get good cardio, like good, like solid, like spiked cardio. And I'm literally just staring at myself in the mirror running, calling myself a fat fuck, and like keep going, keep going. Like that's literally what I do to stay motivated. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just like, fuck, this sucks. But like I got 7 more minutes. I got like this many more minutes, and like I'm a pussy if I don't do this. And it works, man.
Yeah,
it works. And I'm trying to get ahead of it because we're doing this addition. We're about to start probably having kids soon, and like the last thing I want to be doing is dying on my kids and not being able to go run around outside with them,
Yeah, that's very important. I mean, luckily, like we're entrepreneurs and we, have created our own businesses, but a lot of people out there that, when they're just working, 9 to 5 and during that same routine, a lot of them just get sucked into it to where they don't focus on their health, and that can be.
Well, the one thing that
bad
I
for the
did
long
say,
term.
like, even if you're a 9 to 5er and you're like, it's too early to go before work. Well, then ask yourself, like, what time did you go to bed? Like, did you have an hour at night that you were just watching some dumb fucking TV show? Because if you did, then you should just take that hour in the morning and go to sleep earlier and go to the gym and take care of yourself. Like, it doesn't take a rich person to go to the gym or even not go to the gym and get exercise. Like, there's like videos on Instagram of people like putting goddamn sand in a bucket and like carrying it around, you know, like literally there's that. Like you can go get a Home Depot bucket and a stick and do curls. Like there's all these things that you can do to work out. You just have to do it, whether it's going to walk outside, running, whatever.
You can get like one of those foldable treadmills and put it right in your house to where you can fold it up and move it around, get it out of the way when you're not using it. and you can watch like a 30-minute show
Yeah.
and say, look, I'm not going to get off this treadmill until the show's over,
Yeah.
and you'll be enjoying the show at the same time, so that could give you a little bit of motivation to stay on that treadmill.
That like the guy Tay Sweat said on our show a couple weeks ago. Like he was like, I just walk a lot. Like he lost like a ton of weight, like a staggering amount. I forget what it was, but he was like, yeah, just like I walk on my treadmill while I'm doing my lessons, while I'm doing my this, while I'm doing that. I'm just walking the whole time on a treadmill, and I got a desk in front of me, whatever. Like whatever you have to do. Like the point here is like if you treat your body good, the benefits of that will bleed into everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
If you treat your body like shit, you're going to perform like shit. Like if you think these pro athletes are out there just like smashing beers and pizza every night, like you're insane. Like they have literal team doctors and protocol people that like put diets on them. They have like chefs. They have people like that is where you got to be. And if you don't have NFL money, then you got to just do it yourself, and you can.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people just make excuses, dude. I think that's the big problem. A lot of people make excuses why they can't invest in real estate.
Yeah.
They said, I don't have enough. Then I say, I don't have enough money. I don't have this. I don't have that. Well, I mean, look at you and I. Like, we weren't given any money. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
get any money. You didn't get any money. You just built the thing. You just did it. Like, you just took action and do it. And that's why I'm like, Gary Brecka, I'm doing his thing. I'm staying on it. Like, and I will like casually drink, and I will but I'm trying to be like the 90% rule. Like
Mm-hmm.
90% good, like 10% I can fuck around a little bit. But for right now, I'm like beta testing like different medicines and stuff. So I just want to be like cold turkey.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. That way for sure like how everything that you're taking is working. I've never been the type to like drink at home. Like I don't drink just a beer here or there.
Yeah, no, me either. It's mostly when we go out, like we
Mm-hmm.
go out to eat. That's something I like to do generally, is like I like a nice restaurant. So when I go there, I typically will get a cocktail or a beer. And unfortunately, the beer that I drink is like heavy,
Mm-hmm.
calorie ridden beer. And like you have two of them and you've just inhaled 700, 800 calories of liquid.
Yeah.
And it's like that should have been like half my meal, half my calorie intake for the entire day. And it was just slamming two beers.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, you feel okay, but like at the end of the day, like you feel better if you just don't do it.
Or if you just drink tequila, which is probably the healthiest to drink.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, and just doing things to hold yourself accountable too. Like, so I got in trouble for my wife at one of our first events because like I ended up drinking all night. We literally like we went out, we got wild. Like
Where we go?
you were with me. I don't want to say where we ended up, but we went out after the event. I literally like I blacked out. I got home somehow in an Uber, of course. And the next day, dude, I was so sick. Like, you know, I'm about to be 33 years old. Like, you can't do that shit
Mm-hmm.
anymore. And I was so sick the next day. She was so mad because I like just didn't answer my phone and I was blacked out drunk. Right. And now for every event since then, I've driven myself
Mm-hmm.
purposely because I'm like, if I drive, I can't drink and I can't go black out with my friends afterwards. And a lot of them live in the city, so it's like it is what it is for them. But like for me, I got to drive 30 minutes.
Yeah.
They just got to walk home. Like, so I'm just purposely just doing things like this weekend at Gasparilla. I'm purposely driving to this event, which
Oh,
is
you're
like
driving a truck there?
no. I'm flying in. I'm renting a
Okay.
car, but I'm driving to the event down there
Yeah.
purposely. So then I'm like the DD and I
Mm-hmm.
can't drink. And then that's like just another stupid thing that I tricked myself into
That's good
doing.
though. Yeah.
And I think that's like part of like the self-talk that you got to do with everything in your life. Like, how can I get better in business? Well, this is what I got to do first. This is what I got to do second. Like, how can I hold myself accountable? I know for a fact that if I get in an Uber with all my friends and we're going to some pirate festival and they're throwing booze all around, it's going to be really, really tough to say.
I think it's gonna be tough
no.
for you to be there, even if you do drive to not drink. That's a party.
Yeah. No, dude, it's going to be hard. But what I decided is, so my boat's down there right now too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm flying and I'm fishing every day. And basically my thought process is, and this is so stupid, but like I'm going to go fishing early, really early every day. And then just be too tired to get fucked up at night.
Mm-hmm.
Done. That's easy. Like I could go hang out on the boat all day. Like I'm meeting a couple other real estate investors from here down there that live down there. You know, Jesse Spund and Dave Shannon.
Yeah, I think I seen you with them last time you were
So
down
they
there.
live down there. They got a boat down there. My friend Mike Rubin, who's another investor, he lives down there. He's got a boat. So we all meet up and, you know, go to these islands and go island hopping and stuff like that. And that to me is fucking great. And I don't need to drink to have fun
Mhm.
doing that. Like I'm fishing, I'm doing, you know, swimming, whatever. And it's just me tricking myself into, because I really am weak when it comes to like, if we go to the bar, it's hard not to say, yeah, I'll have one. Why not? You know, and that is something that I guess people that like have addiction issues that it got to a point where they had to like stop. That in my head I'm like, I have to do this. Like I can see how an addict would suffer with that like
Mhm.
position that they have to put themselves in like all the time, and it's going to be really hard. And I am not like addicted to alcohol, but just the people around me are like, they're all going to be partying, but I'm going to say, if I do that, then I'm a liar because I just told all these people that I'm not drinking.
Mhm.
So that's, you know, we just broke down my whole health journey here.